Did you know there's something right there, on the edge of our collective awareness, shaping our future even as we scroll through today? It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not a secret society. It's more like a fundamental shift, a silent tectonic plate moving beneath our feet, and it's about to break the surface in a big way. We're talking about an impending reality that many of the smartest minds are tracking, yet it rarely makes the nightly news until it's too late to just watch. It's been simmering, building, just out of focus for years, maybe even decades. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Today, we're not just peeking behind the curtain. We're yanking it wide open to reveal what I'm calling the looming. And trust me, understanding this changes absolutely everything. You know that feeling when you're looking out at the horizon, maybe over a vast ocean or a flat desert, and something just looks not quite right? Like a distant island seems to float above the water, or a ship appears impossibly tall. That's not always your imagination playing tricks. It could be a real phenomenon called looming, a type of terrestrial refraction where light bends through different air densities, making distant objects appear elevated, distorted, or sometimes even visible when they should be far beyond the curve of the Earth. It's an optical illusion that makes things seem closer, larger, more imposing than they truly are. But what if the looming isn't just about light and atmosphere? What if it's a metaphor for something far more significant? Because history is full of things that started as a distant shimmer on the horizon, barely noticeable, distorted by our perspectives, only to become undeniably real. Think about the period leading up to 9/11, the fragmented intelligence, the missed connections, the warnings that were there but not fully grasped. A threat, slowly but surely, looming into a devastating reality. Or even in fiction, the idea of a creeping dread, an approaching terror, has inspired countless stories, from a short horror film that brilliantly captures that sense of encroaching doom, to epic narratives of impending societal shifts. And that's what we're diving into today, the various forms of the looming. We're going to pull back the curtain on those subtle shifts, those quiet rumblings, those seemingly distant issues that are, in fact, getting closer, growing larger, and demanding our attention. We're talking about the forces that are shaping our future, whether we see them clearly or not. The ones that are still just a smudge on the horizon for some, but for others, are already casting long shadows. Because understanding these subtle, creeping developments, these things that are starting to loom, is absolutely critical. We need to dissect not just what is looming, but how it's taking shape, how it impacts us, and what we might be able to do about it. And to do that, we have to start by looking at. So, whether we're talking about light bending over the ocean, making a distant ship look impossibly tall, or that gut feeling that something fundamental is shifting beneath the surface of our everyday lives, the looming isn't just about things appearing on the horizon. It's about perception itself. It's about those moments when reality seems to subtly distort, when what we thought was stable starts to ripple. These aren't just quirks of physics or fleeting thoughts. They're invitations. Invitations to look closer, to question our assumptions, and to understand that sometimes the most profound changes begin as the quietest tremors, barely perceptible until they reshape the entire landscape. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. It's about realizing that the world isn't static, and our understanding of it shouldn't be either. The horizon is always shifting, always revealing new contours and challenging our vision. Perhaps the looming isn't a shadow approaching, but a new light beginning to bend around the curve of what's next, urging us to adjust our focus and see what's truly there. What do you think is looming on our collective horizon? I'm genuinely curious to hear your thoughts, your theories, your own experiences with these subtle shifts down in the comments below. And if this kind of deeper dive into the things shaping our world resonates with you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.